To you.
Thank you, Pete. All right, remember when Democratic Congresswoman Maxine Waters said this?
If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them.
Well, this week, Senator Cory Booker seemingly took a page out of her playbook. Listen to Cory.
That's my call to action here. Please don't just come here today and then go home. Go to the Hill today. Get up and please get up in the face of some Congress people.
Well, the senator has since walked back this aggressive rhetoric, but is this really the right message to send to an already heated base? Here to debate, Democratic strategist Rochelle Ritchie and Republican strategist Gianno Caldwell. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Abby.
Good morning.
Gianno, what does this tell you about our political rhetoric right now, and maybe more importantly in this conversation, the direction of the Democratic Party? Cory Booker is someone who's talked about running for president in 2020.
Yeah, there's a lot of Democrats looking to run for president. Maybe even the new face of the Democratic Party, Maxine Waters. Honestly, when I think about the rhetoric in which Maxine Waters is used, it seems as though when Democrats can't win on their ideas, mob violence seems to be the answer. This has become a very dangerous scenario at play. When you see Trump supporters or Republicans in general get attacked, you think about an example that happened in 2016 where a Chicago man was beaten and people were yelling out that he voted Trump. You know that this isn't an environment that many should make the kind of careless and dangerous comments that Senator Booker made.
Yeah, Rochelle, this is when leadership matters, right? You have two political parties that seem to not be further apart. Why are we seeing so much hate?
Well, look, first of all, I think that we need to be clear that Senator Booker never called for anyone to be physically assaulted, harassed, or followed. And the fact that 17 seconds of his 35...
So what did he mean by that when he said get up in the faces of people on the Hill?
When you take 17 seconds of someone's 35-minute speech and you misrepresent it, to me, that's the epitome of fake news.
Do you think that's helpful, though? Do you think that message is helpful for your party and for the country?
He clearly is telling people to get in the face of people in Congress. And Abby, he did not say get in the face of conservatives. He did not say get in the face of Republicans. And he was actually asking people to get in the face of members of Congress to address homelessness in this country.
But let me ask you this, Rochelle. Is that the most effective way to actually make change? Is it to get up and to yell in someone's face? Is that the way we move forward as a country?
You know what? I don't think that he used the word hurt, beat, and I don't think that he offered to pay the legal fees of advocates who go and knock the crap out of people because they disagree with the senator. So if we want to talk about leadership, if we really want to talk about that, it starts at the Oval Office.
Yeah.
Well, Rochelle, if I may respond to that, and I do agree that I don't believe that Senator Booker was actually saying to go beat people up. What I can say, though, considering the environment that we are in, the hostility, especially when it comes to being against actual people who are Republicans, Trump supporters, wouldn't you agree that his comments were careless and dangerous? Thereby, that's why he walked them back. That's why he said, this is not the direction I'm going in. So we can at least have a conversation and be very honest, and I know that you and I will be very honest with the audience at home, that his comments were careless and dangerous.
Words matter. Words definitely matter. But I think that we have to look at 35 minutes worth of words, not 17 seconds. And the entire speech was really phenomenal. I mean, he was talking about the future of America, and he was saying this is not about a blue future. This is not about a red future, a Republican future, a Democrat future. It's about the American future when it comes to homelessness and poverty in this country. So I think that if we're going to take 17 seconds, we need to make sure that we are telling the American people the truth by saying, watch 35 minutes and listen to what he says before and
hear
after.
you, but you also need to think about what is being said, even if it is 17 seconds of just how we come together more as Americans. I think you're right.
Let's
the way to
start
be
with
most
President
effective
Trump.
in that party, though, is to talk about the issues. Just quickly, both of you, how do we move forward from here? Rochelle, you first.
You know, I think that we have to learn to agree to disagree. That's just a common theme that I think mature adults can agree to disagree. Do I condone violence of any sort, whether you're on the left or right? Absolutely not. I did think that Congresswoman Maxine Waters did step out of line a little bit with her comments. But at the same time, we also have a president that has stepped out of line plenty of times at his rallies. And Gianno, you mentioned the man in Chicago, but what you didn't mention is the woman in Kentucky that was shoved around by members of the Trump, era that they were shoved around. You didn't mention the young man that was punched in the face as he was exiting a Trump rally. So this really does go both ways.
All right, Gianno, last word here.
Okay, so I can absolutely agree with Rochelle on in terms of agree to disagree. I think that's great. But the honest answer and response to this is that's a different era. The era that we live in now with the Democratic Party is you're wrong, I'm right, and especially with the economy booming like it is, mob violence seems to be just the answer that they have. And we can be honest about that, Rochelle. We talk about Maxine Waters, and you said that she stepped out of line a little bit. No, it wasn't a little bit. If Obama was in office and Republicans said some of the same things that she said, they would be investigated by the FBI right now.
And if Obama said for people to be punched in the face, this entire country would go crazy if Obama said that.
You know what, though? We can all, to both your points, we can agree to disagree, and this conversation will continue on after this. Thank you both for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Important debate to have. Have a great Saturday.